JV Nation, what's going on, everybody? This is Jeremiah Vegan. I am your host that does the most. I am your host that does the most. And today's video is special. This is our first addition to our new series to bring awareness to the Jeremiah Vegan brand and YouTube channel. And that is, in this series, is going to be titled Business Critiques, where we talk about other websites and Instagram pages from different entrepreneurs and business owners. And we basically critique them. We give marketing tips, and we do promotion for these websites. So I want to give a big shout out to all of the volunteers who participated. We received an overwhelming amount of links and stuff like that for us to consider. So thank you. We got a month's worth of content. And I have my wife who's going to be also chiming in on her thoughts. And we're going to be giving you guys some good content, hopefully. The only thing that we ask for is that you guys subscribe so we can continue to keep this moving. If you want your business or your Instagram page to be critiqued and promoted, just send us an email, jeremiahvegan@gmail.com, and we'll look over whatever website we feel we're compatible with and that we can kind of give information for, if that makes sense. So let's get started. The first person that we have on today's episode is going to be Arnesha. Thank you for volunteering, okay? And by the way, guys, this is for positive purposes only, okay? This is only to make everyone better and also to promote and give you guys content as well who's ever watching this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go down and we're going to scroll down and look, see what we got here. You liking what you see so far?
Yes, I do.
Okay, you might want to scoot up so they can hear you. All right, we got the free toolkit. We got the About Us page. Contact me now, so it's a call to action. And you got the contact information, got the office hours near the bottom. You got the location, the email and phone number. Or what you said, contact you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the contact me now part. So
click on it.
Oh, you want me to click on it?
Yeah.
Okay, and we got the I didn't even notice this when I first looked at it. Did you notice that?
No, I didn't.
Grab your free tax ready checklist. You go, Arnesha. You go.
Is that on the homepage as well?
I think that is on the homepage.
Okay, let's see.
Let's go back.
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna review it. So you guys walk with us for a second. Okay, we just kind of trying to figure it out. What we're gonna say. Yeah, it is on the homepage. Okay. So it's a pretty decent site. You know, it's a pretty nice site. There are some things that I noticed off the bat. I think when you're doing something like this, and for not just one site, not just this site, but majority of the sites that I personally visit, is they don't have a call to action. Mm-hmm. When you're logging on to somebody's website, most of the time there should be some call to action. You have to tell the customer what you want them to do. Yeah. Okay, so like for example, when I came on this site, it should be some type of call to action. Like right here on this banner, I will have like maybe either a button or like a pop-up, like a pop-up letter or something like that that's offering like a opt-in form to pop up.
I would say both. It needs a button and it needs a pop-up.
No, I'm talking about like on this banner. Are you talking about? Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. So a pop-up, like some form of pop-up should come up when I'm visiting your site. And then I would recommend that you give something free. So when a lot of people have pop-ups and stuff like that, they always get people to try to opt into their newsletter, and they use those newsletters like it's the same generic stuff. Like it's like sign up for our newsletter or sign up for tips and trips or tips and tricks or something like that, or sign up for 20% off. Those stuff can work. those things can work, but I think that it'd be very beneficial if you are giving someone who's visiting your site something of value, like something for free, right? Like for example, I was looking through your site and I seen that you have get the free toolkit. What you think? Would
Yeah,
you?
I would make number one, she's offering that for free. I would make this part the pop-up, right? So when you first come onto the website, your pop-up is going to come up and then have them put in their email to get a free toolkit. So you're offering them something for free while at the same time you are collecting their email, which is easier to build your email list, right? Because a
Mm-hmm.
lot of people leave money on the table when they're not capturing those emails and retargeting and reselling to the people that they know for a fact is already coming to their site and engaging with the content on their site. You're already getting something, giving something of value for free
Mm-hmm.
in this toolkit, which is also on the, if you go to the top of the page, is also at the top of the page right here, but it's too small. It's not something that is eye catching. So when you're building a website, you really want to focus on something that is going to capture the attention of the consumer, especially with our shortening attention span, right? So you want something that is going to capture them, and a
Mm-hmm.
pop-up is something best to do that. And you can kill, two birds with one stone by doing the pop-up, capturing their email, and offering something of value for free. With that being said, I will put a button underneath Bossy Books Consulting. One of the things that I really love about this site is that it's well put together. It's very neat and polished, which is extremely important in a website because it's not chaotic and you already kind of know what you're getting when you're coming to the site.
Mm-hmm. It's not long. I like
It's not
it's not long
long,
either. I see a lot of
exactly.
pages a lot.
It's concise. It's to the point, and it's not to the point in a chaotic way. It's very organized and put together. But
Mm-hmm.
one of my other critiques is that her tabs are too small. I didn't notice that they were there at first because they're too small and they're in the middle. I would make them bigger and I would stretch them out and span them for maybe the middle of the picture or something like that, just something bigger, because I didn't even notice that they were there.
Yeah. Um, also, I would make it clear to what it is. I would make it more clear to what the site is. When you first log onto the site, you see Bossy Books Consulting, right? That's the name of the website, or that's the name of the company, right? Which is a really good name.
It is.
Um,
It's a really good
I,
name.
I, I think the first thing that you want to do is you want to grab people's attention. So they need to know within like the first 5 to 10 seconds on what your website is, what is it offering, what service you offer right off the bat, where they won't have to kind of browse through and scrape for information to figure out what you do. That is something that I would look into, and kind of put put what it is, like Arnesha, you're an accountant, so maybe you can put maybe something like for your best bookkeeping services or something like that
Mm.
along those
A
lines, right?
tagline.
Yeah, like a tag,
A
yeah,
tagline.
tagline. So you
Yeah.
have a tagline instead of Bossy Books Consulting, and you can still, you can brand the website still without having that right at the middle because it's the first thing that you see,
Hmm.
and instead of just putting this as the first thing that they see, just kind of put it at the top, maybe up where there's, I think, where the logo is. I think this logo should be adjusted, but
Yeah.
you can put like the Boss Books Consultant somewhere near the top, and then focus on the taglines and focus on what you're offering. Because at the end of the day, they want to know what you're offering and how you could be, how are you valuable to them. They want to
Hmm.
know what you can do for them to,
Correct.
instead of the other way
When you
around.
go
So
back up to the very top of the page, I thought there was a okay. So what I would do, and again, this is just my personal opinion, is I would move Bossy Books Consulting maybe to like the top left corner because it's still big enough to see, it's still big enough to capture, and then put your logo, which is again, like Jeremiah was saying, is a little out of place to me. I would put that in in the center, in the middle. So this is what I would do. I would put Bossy Books maybe here, somewhere over here, and I would move this logo and I would just center it here, especially because if you do decide to go the route of doing a pop-up, which again is, extremely important, at least to me, because you're not leaving money on the table, which a lot of people do. A lot of people leave money on the table. So when you do the pop-up, you can, remove this here, or you can keep it if you want, but just kind of recenter this logo to kind of center maybe somewhere here, and then make your tabs bigger. But overall, it's a really well organized, really put together website. So really just tagline, just a little bit of reorganization for some things, add a few other things on the back end, and you should be, good to go.
Yeah. One thing that I noticed that I think is good, and I think more entrepreneurs and more business owners should do more of, is you want to make sure that your site is secure. So right up top near the browser, this is what you refer to as like a SSL certificate, I want to say, which means that the website is secure. Okay, protected. So it is,
It's protected.
Yes, protected. So this is good for several reasons. One of the reasons why it's good is obviously your site. It decreases the chances of your a hacker, going into your your back office and kind of getting your customers' payment information. If if you're selling something directly on your site or something like that, and it just secures your site. It kind of decreases those chances of anything, negatively impacting you in that field. The second thing, number two, which is a big two, is it can negatively impact your rankings on Google. Absolutely. If you don't have an SSL certificate installed, because that's what they're checking for now, is when as far as organic traffic. If you want organic traffic through the Google search engines, you want to make sure that your website is secure, because they factor that now when you're trying to get organic traffic, and when they decide whose sites to rank in the Google search engine. So so that will make a huge difference.
And if you don't have it, they'll alert your visitors. They'll say that the site is unsafe,
not secure, right?
And will have them second guess if they want to visit that website out of fear of having their personal information stolen from them. So that is definitely a big plus. To tie Facebook into this, because Facebook is extremely important in today's society, especially with online businesses, because Facebook really does a great job of trying to integrate business into its design and into its brand. So one thing that I would say is extremely important is, if you have a Facebook page for your business, which number one, you should, if you don't, is you need to add your Facebook pixel to your website, because having the Facebook pixel added to your website will help you with analyzing how many people are visiting your website, when are they visiting your website, and what they are doing on your website, and the ways that they're interacting. That is so essential, because having those analytics will help you know what to do and how to operate in capturing those visitors and converting them into clients or customers. Yeah. So that is extremely important. If you don't, I'm not saying that Arnesha and this website may not have it, but it's something to consider if you don't have your Facebook pixel connected. And that's the same for Instagram, because Instagram and Facebook analytics are extremely essential in understanding your customers and your traffic, and knowing how to better market to them.
Yeah. I think I spoke to her through Facebook, and she was saying that she was pretty good, from my understanding, good at doing ads. Great. So I don't know if she may or may not know that, but for all the other listeners, for all the potential listeners, as this as this channel grows, if you guys are just tuning in, yeah, it's important to kind of consider the Facebook pixel. Make sure your site is secure, stuff like that. Arnisha, for you, like I said, oh, you did say you were familiar with ads, so I don't want to say, you know, make it seem like you're not, you don't, you're not aware. You probably are aware, but as an accountant, I think it would be good is to market yourself as the brand. I think it's good to, you can chime in and let me know what you think. But I think it leads the fact if you kind of use yourself in the ads and let people know what you can do for them, and make sure you hit your pain points when you are um, you know when you're doing your ad, if that makes sense. But I'm not gonna go too much into depth
Yeah, I
on
think that
ads.
is another video because there are so
Yeah,
many
yeah,
intricacies behind an ad on Facebook or Instagram.
yeah. So I'm not gonna go too much in depth on ads, but
I mean, because we could spend like 20, 30 minutes just on imaging for ads.
right,
You
right,
know,
yeah, that's very true.
so
So yeah, other than that, I think everything looks great. Let me plug this in real quick because this is important. Simplify for all the people that are interested in getting your bookkeeping done. Simplify, automate, put it away. Simplify and automate your accounting as a business owner and entrepreneur. Your books are the lifeline of your operations. Yes, sometimes we do not give the care and maintenance they need. My clients receive personalized service to ensure their financial records are accurate and compliant. I alleviate your bookkeeping stress by offering three core services: monthly bookkeeping, cloud accounting implementation, and financial consulting. Come on now. Let's get it.
come on, somebody.
Come on. Let's get it.
Church.
So if you guys are interested in that, interested in our site, you can go ahead and hit up bossybooks.com. Arnisha, I want to thank you for volunteering, and you are the first person to be a part of this business critique series as our channel grows. So please make sure you subscribe if you love the critique.
And so maybe just reiterate what the critiques are for
And
her.
yeah, so definitely, and for all the people listening, and for all the people listening too, this is something that you guys can kind of make sure that you can consider as well. Is you want to have a pop up. You want to have a call to action, and you want to give something of value as soon as they go on your website. So you want to go on there. As soon as I go on your website, something should come up with a call to action. Rather you telling me to download something to capture my email list, so you could give value to me and build a rapport with me through the email list, and also to eventually convert. So that was one thing, is to have the pop-up list. What was the next thing? I'm trying to remember. The next thing,
just a little bit of reorganization.
It was something else I was trying to
Bossy
remember.
Books Consulting and the logo.
Yeah, the logo, just I will look at the it looks like it's kind of overlaying this. I will make the menu a little bit bigger if possible, because it's harder for me to, I have glasses on and it's harder for me to see it. So that's no disrespect or anything like that. I think overall it's a great site, but that was something I personally would consider.
But other than that, it's a great website.
Call to action. I would even put maybe like a phone number at the top. Like I would put like a phone number at the upper right or something like that. Like something at the top where people can kind of know how to contact you right off the bat after you log on to the website and you see the pop up or whatever.
Next thing that can even be attached to your
tagline. Oh yeah,
that could even be attached to your button, attached to your call to action. So I mean, if you decide to take any of these critiques, if you decide to like reorganize and put Bossy Books Consulting, in the top left corner, and moving your logo maybe to the center, making your tabs a little bit bigger, you'll have this entire span right here to really focus on your call to action and your tagline, and putting some more information directly in their face right before the pop-up.
Right.
Yeah.
And then the tagline.
Tagline.
That's to me, those are the most important things.
Yeah.
It's the tagline,
Very
call to
simple
action.
things.
Yeah, tagline or call to action thing. So other than that, I think you should be good. I
Looks
think you should be
great.
good. Yeah, it looks great. Great job. I'm proud of you. You done a great job. You're a fantastic networker online. I see you just connecting with people, reaching out to people, giving value. Really appreciate that. Um, that's really good to see. So thank you for volunteering. I appreciate that. Like I said, guys, if you want your website or your Instagram page critiqued, go ahead and email that to us and we'll go from there. Make sure you guys subscribe. We do a video every single day at 11 a.m. or we try to at least. But we are doing a video at 11 a.m. That's the time. So make sure you guys go onto the YouTube channel Jeremiah Vegan Entrepreneur and we'll go from there. Stay tuned for other stuff too cuz I got courses and stuff like that coming out. So talk to you guys soon.